sit on the internet and tell y'all how you should present yourself as a woman to a man, to get a man, and keep a man.
Ooh. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant indeed is a black love coach, typically holding black men accountable for their misgivings in relationships with women. We often hear her castigating people such as Nick Cannon or Cam Newton for having all of these kids out of wedlock. But recently, she's come under some scandal for allegedly her own sexuality. Damn.
Bryant's whole persona or platform is about black men's, inability in their actions. And basically, one of her big things was she was looking for a husband. But now it's being revealed that she is a lesbian, right? And for all the adage, women are always talking about men on the internet bashing black women because they're down low or gay, go be with a man. But here y'all are doing something very similar.
Shout out to Leo Grand Prince Zero on TikTok. He said something that I've never heard before.
Shout out to Leo Grand Prince Zero on TikTok. He says something that I've never heard before, and that is, whenever you're a man and you have a critical assessment of what women, in particular black women, do, they tell you to go ahead and be with a man. I mean, we've all heard this with, Kevin Samuels. If you hold black women accountable, then all of a sudden you don't like women. You're gay. But now at the same particular time, when it's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant going through this, they don't have that smoke, because this is what they're saying.
And Bryant is a lesbian? Allegedly, Dr. Bryant is a lesbian, and it was her girlfriend who got her on the podcast with Cam Newton, right? I just want to know, why does this matter? Man, woman, whoever she sleep with at night, why does that matter? The stuff she talk about is basic common sense. It's logic. It doesn't matter who she lay with at night. The stuff that she's saying, it ain't the first time we ever heard it.
Now, this lady is saying, listen, it doesn't really matter that Cheyenne Bryant is gay. What really matters is her messaging. And that's something that's important because, hey, listen, it's not really what you do that's important. It's what you say. I mean, imagine a woman accepting that from a man. You're telling a woman you're going to take care of her bills, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and you're not living up to what you are promising. So what does that make you as a man? It makes you a hypocrite, okay? So this is some level of gender bias here, and that's why the brothers
always had this undertone assumption that women who complain about men not paying bills, women who complain about men mistreating them, women who complain about men not worshiping them because they give birth, you really want to go bump coochies. So go bump coochies and leave us alone.
So the same brother comes back to answer the last lady's argument. Here you are criticizing men because they won't worship you, but really what you were saying is that you want to go be with women. He says bumpity, with coogies, if you will, but that's what he's talking about. Now, these are rumors associated with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but again, we did see Dr. Cheyenne Bryant with Ty Young. Now, Ty Young is no doubt about it, a lesbian. You would call her a stud. Now, if we put this picture of Ty Young, right, let's look at her in the wave cap. There is the orange curtain behind her. There is a chain. Then look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant inside the car. She has, I think that's like pink or purple fingernails. She's holding the same chain. If you put both of these ladies side by side, we will see that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is in a way pledging her loyalty to Ty Young, saying that, hey, I have her chain. She must be my girl, or I'm her girl. That's what it's saying. But at the same
There were multiple men that passed her around. And as beautiful and as educated as she is, not one married her. But she claims she was engaged. Not one. It's called being gay by default. Woo!
Woo! So now we're hearing something that's interesting. So if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going this way, let's assume that she is gay. She's not gay because she's always loved women. No, she's gay by default. And what does Tasha K mean by gay by default?
You gonna be gay, be gay. Don't be gay by default because a man refused to marry you because you're damaged goods.
She says if you want to be gay, but don't be gay because you are damaged goods. Woo!
Nobody wants you. And the reason why nobody wants you is because you are damaged goods. So you went out here, 304 yourself up, got thotted up, okay, you did all kind of clapping, so now you really hate men. So you come and you reinvent yourself, and as you reinvent yourself, you get yourself on Cam Newton's podcast because it's hot young, and then you go on there trying to take Cam Newton. But really in these streets, you have a vendetta against men because men don't want you. And you probably don't even really want Ty Young, but she's the only one that will put up with you. And that's probably where we are with a lot of women. A lot of the women that have the same perspective towards men, this in particular black men, it's easy to say, safe to say, that a lot of black men feel like these women are scorned.
You gonna pick up the oldest, most played out you can get, Ty? You gonna get Ty, Dr.
Now she's like, the best you can do is Ty Young. Ooh, now Ty Young wasn't even a very good WNBA player. Not really a high-value lady. I don't know what her status is in the LGBTQ community, but not only can you not get the man that you want, you also can barely get the woman that you want either. And it's getting worse. It's like you look good, you're pretty, but you can't even get anybody at a high level within either sex, right? And that's her point. But then again,
Bryant makes so much sense now. So she did a podcast and admitted that she had a teen pregnancy that was terminated per the request of her father, because he don't play that mess, although the women in her family wanted her to keep it. Let me tell y'all something. The most judgmental women on earth are the ones that secretly have been where you are, but have been able to hide the evidence.
now, this is important, right? Because this lady is talking about being hypocritical, and that's the larger conversation about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant faking her sexuality. But Tasha K backs up this lady's point that
married in her 40s. Not the fact that she doesn't have a child, but I heard personally there's been a lot that's down there at them clinics that they got shut down at Planned Parenthood. Absolutely. Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. Even my name's allegedly.
why is that significant? Now, I'll explain why it was. First of all, this woman claimed that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant frequently acts hypocritically, acting as though she doesn't do certain things. However, one day, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant made a mistake and stated, hey, listen, I got pregnant when I was younger and had to get rid of the baby. However, she also puts down women for these kinds of behaviors. Thus, once more, she is most likely attempting to accomplish that. One could make the case for the woman's best interest, but Tasha K supports the same argument by stating, hey, rumors have it that you have so many abortions, in these clinics. What is the issue here then? I want to respond to the woman who asks, why is it important? All right. First of all, if someone is attempting to discuss something but isn't living up to it, as in this instance, one of the individuals asked, her sexuality, why does it matter? First, let me explain why it is important. Cheyenne Bryant considers herself to be straight. She won't publicly identify as gay. It's difficult for people to label Dr. Cheyenne Bryant a hypocrite if she comes out as lesbian, but that's not what she's doing. While claiming to be straight, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is supposedly in a gay relationship. Then, according to Tasha K, you're gay by default, rather than by choice because you've had a lot of negative issues with guys. However, this individual may be acting dishonestly toward her clients, although claiming to be a relationship specialist. This is the section that the woman is talking about, but others are not dealing with it. She acts hypocritically. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant lying about her sexual orientation is not the only issue at hand. The issue is that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is actually lying about everything. All right, that's the issue. Can you believe anything she says? For what reason? This is the link. She will lie about anything if she lies about her sexual orientation. She will mislead her clients. On the podcast, she will lie. Therefore, it is impossible to trust the information she is disseminating. I take it that she has already lied about her academic background, so she is prepared to lie about her sexual orientation. She is prepared to disparage people, the very same individuals with whom she has shared similar experiences, and these things come out. These folks say that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a scam and that you should not trust her. But this is not the only kind of individual who acts in this way. There are a lot of people that engage in similar activities in the podcast and relationship industries. Are they also dishonest? Of course. For a fast money, folks will go online and say anything because you know what? You could become viral and earn a ton of money as long as you appear on someone's podcast or post something here.